Welcome to this video tutorial. This is how to revise sociology part 2. This video is all about how to revise for your sociology exam, in particular how to apply what you are revising to exam questions. This is the follow-up. Massive thank you for choosing to watch this vid. Remember to click subscribe, click the bell for notifications, click like if you get something out of it, and also comment if you have got something to say. Now I want to make sure that you are getting the balance right with your revision. My last video gave you some ideas about how you might revise some content. Add a comment below right now telling me your favourite revision strategy or what works for you. Remember, you have to revise the content, but then you need to apply it to practice questions. And this video will give you some pointers when you are doing those practice questions. So this is all centered around the revision power hour. I have already got a video about this already, so please check it out. This video, I'm going to focus on how you can apply the content that you are revising and incorporate it into step number 3, practice exam questions. So let's apply the content. So how do you actually do this? Firstly, get yourself a bank of questions. On this Revised Sociology website, there is a list of possible exam questions. I've screenshotted some below for you, and I've also given you the link. Following what you have revised, you select that question and have a go. And the nice thing about this, the author of the website, it's Carl Thompson, gives examples of possible answers so you can easily check them out. You can check your own answers. Another important idea is knowing what the questions are about in that question bank. And this is another part of applying to exam questions, is that you get to know exactly what the question is asking you for. For example, there are trigger words in each question which gives you an instruction. For example, outline in the 4 marker is different from the outline and explain in a 10 mark question. The outline in a 4 mark or a 6 mark will ask you to state the reason, way, policy, factor, problem, and offer a sentence which links to the question. Whereas in the outline and explain is that you state the reason, the way, the function or whatever, and then offer an explanation showing how it applies to another part of the spec, which is also given in the question. And here you are writing a chunky paragraph, which will also include AO3 analysis, which then can be critical analysis. Applying material from the item analysed, this means you find the hook in the item and apply your own knowledge, showing analysis. So break down the explanation and you can gain AO3 for developed analysis, which then can be critical and evaluative, so you can give criticisms. Evaluate, this is for the longer questions. This means for each argument or explanation that you give, you can be critical to judge whether it is an effective or useful argument or not. And you should aim to be evaluative throughout your answer and not just at the end. Secondly, what are you being assessed on? For example, a 10 mark outline and explain is specifically looking for whether you can show a connection between 2 topics in the specification. This will be explicit in the question, e.g. 2 changes in gender roles on childhood, which is different from the other 10 mark, which is asking you to find the material in the item and then apply your knowledge in the explanation. But it's also useful to know how many marks are allocated for AO1, AO2, AO3 for each question also. Thirdly, how many marks are available? Well, for the outline, they can be either a 4 or a 6 mark question. Outline and explain and the applying material from the item is a 10 mark question, and the evaluate questions is a 20 mark or 30 mark depending on the paper. Lastly, how long should you be spending? Roughly 1.5 minutes a mark, so 15 minutes for a 10 mark, 30 minutes for a 20 mark and 45 minutes for a 30 mark. Avoid spending too long on the 10 mark questions and not enough on the 30 mark, because you will not be writing enough. So it is essential that you practice exam questions to ensure that you don't run out of time. Finally, there might be variations of questions. Now, this is focused on the 10 mark theory and methods, which are on both paper 1 and paper 3. They could be asking you about a method, 2 strengths or 2 problems of a method, 2 criticisms of a theory, like last year, problems of functionalist approach, or related to one of the debates. reasons why sociology can be a science, can't be a science, the impact of policy on sociological research, or the value freedom debate. So just knowing that you can be asked a range of questions means that you can factor that into your revision. So at the end of the day, you are sitting an exam where you will be writing for 2 hours for the full A level. So excellent preparation is to try and replicate those conditions. This means doing timed, focus, extending writing in quiet conditions. Now, the nice thing is it doesn't matter if you get things wrong at this stage, because failure here is good, as you will get feedback about how to get it right for the next time and also in the real thing. So this is step 3 in the power hour, doing exam questions. As always, thank you for watching. Click like if you have found this useful, subscribe and the bell for notifications, and comment if you have something to say. All the links are below from this video, and also the links from the last video about how to revise sociology part 1, so check them out. Massive thank you as always for watching. Happy revising, guys, and I shall see you again soon.